The Asawasi NP, who is the longest serving NP in the current leadership of the minority, claims a meeting was scheduled to interrogate the attacks on the speaker. In the said meeting, the majority leader was admonished to shun away from attacking the speaker publicly. Although Kyei-Mensah Bonsu had agreed to the proposition, he breached the agreement shortly after the meeting.
And this one, I'm sure Osei Kyei-Mensah. And I said, majority leader, you are not helping. Because it looks like you are still leading only your side. It's only the minority that leads only his side. A majority that doesn't lead his side alone. He leads both sides. You are not doing that. And because I'm noticing that there's some ego running between you and the speaker. And in my view, both of you needs to pause. So we talked, and the bottom line, I insisted that we, the leaders, the 12 of us, should go and meet the speaker. We agreed. I think some kind of gentleman. Majority leader, speaking against the speaker in public is not helpful. Because he doesn't have the same opportunity. The speaker cannot call for a press conference. It's not done. So even when you disagree with him, we beg you, use another person. Let another person within your caucus do it. As for you, when we meet in the room, then you point it. I swear to God that criteria. That very evening, majority leader was speaking to the press against the speaker.
He says he criticizes to
that's very evening. But speaker cannot respond to you in the public. So now you see the sad thing, to the extent that for the first time in my life in Parliament, almost 2 decades, minutes of parliamentary service meetings and other things are leaked in the press as a way of speaker trying to defend himself. That's terrible. But who calls him? It's terrible because these are confidential things that even minutes have to be leaked in a way to defend the speaker.
It is about the speaker and not a speaker. The speaker, so you come to 102, which provides.
But the majority leader argues that the speaker has, in some instances, displayed blatant bias. He, however, added that, as one of the senior members of the House, accustomed to the rules and procedures, including having a better appreciation of the standing orders, he indulged in the criticisms of the speaker to ensure Mr. Babin toes the line of balance.
I disagree with him on some of the things that he has done recently or has been doing, but it doesn't mean that we are enemies. There are things that I would consider that is not been fair, right? But to say that it's been partisan, I don't want to go into that. And occasionally, I will tell him my disagreement. Even when we go into pre-sitting meetings, he will make a point, and I will tell him, Mr. Speaker, I disagree with you on this. But maybe what you are saying, as far as this matter is concerned, I don't think is the truth. That's how we relate to each other. As far as I'm concerned, I criticize to reform. If you take it fair and fine. The speaker may also disagree with me on maybe something that I would say or perhaps I may not do, that he would think that I ought to have done something that I didn't do. He may disagree with me and point it out to me. Is he an enemy? No.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe and click the bell icon and get notified every time we share something interesting. We would love to have you on there.
Super Hits Radio. Joy 99.7.